Hey. Hey, what's up? You guys hear me? I can barely hear you.
Is it on that side? Hold on. All right, can you hear us now?
A little louder.
Okay. I guess it's this thing. Dope. I'm on to. All right. How are we looking at make sure it's actually words. Sorry, we were trying to figure out like a good setup.
That's okay. Hey, Sierra.
Hey.
All right. You guys can hear us okay?
How are you guys doing?
Can you hear them, Sarah?
They said, how are you guys doing?
It's like really low. I'm sorry,
That's
guys.
very accurate.
I don't know what's going on.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Great.
Okay. Well, thanks for coming. If anybody has any questions, just put them in the chat. How did you guys get started with music?
Can you repeat that question one more time, please?
How did you guys get started with music?
I started playing guitar when I was like 10 years old, and I was friends with this guy in elementary school, and we jammed together all through the years until high school, and we started trying to write some stuff, and we were in another band before this, but yeah, it took a while to get to what we're doing. I don't have a lot of experience with music. I was taught by this guy behind me mainly. He taught me how to play guitar when I was like 14, 15, and kind of just went from there. Oh, here's Jason. Oh, it is Jason Smith.
Hi.
I used to bang on couch and hands at home, and I would keep breaking stuff, and so my parents taught me a little drum set, and then they noticed that I was actually keeping the beat, not just beating the shit out of it. So they taught me a big boy kit when I was like 7, and I got my first guitar when I was 7 as well. My dad taught me, and then I learned from there with YouTube. And it's crazy how it's going, you know, with this thing, and I was like, yeah, I want to play guitar. Yeah. I said, kind of similar, different kind of putting these coffee and Tupperware and stuff when I was really, really young. Kind of moved up to a big boy drum set and on that when I was like 8 years old. Got my own, I don't know, 12 inch, and started playing a lot of different metal tracks with this guy. And trying out a bunch of different tracks that I really liked, and kind of just walking from there after meeting all these guys, making some amazing music. What do I do with this? I don't know. I think that's everybody.
Okay, awesome. How did Witherbloom get started? Okay, I guess the people in the chat still can't hear.
Yeah, a little bit harder. More as if it was like muffled.
Yeah, it's like
Is it still sounding muffled?
that's
a lot better.
that's a lot better.
Word. Okay.
Word.
So Witherbloom started because we were all in different bands prior. Me and Alex were in a band called Sandpiper around like 2020, and these guys were in a band called In the After around the same time. Sandpiper played their first show with the guys in the After, and we hit it off and became good friends. And around when COVID hit, both those bands kind of fell apart, and we still wanted to keep doing music, and we were still sharing a practice space together, so we just started working on stuff. And we were mostly working on like progressive metalcore kind of stuff, like more complicated guitar music, but I personally wanted to do something simpler and just harder, but still kind of weird. And so Witherbloom kind of started in the pandemic, and we were like sending demos back and forth, trying to figure out what the identity of the band is and how we want to sound. And it took like 2 years to write enough music to figure out like what that is. And yeah, like one of the first songs that we decided like, okay, this is like the sound was Feel Red. So that was why we put that one on first.
Well, so Jojo, just to catch up, we asked how they got started in music and how the band got started. So do you have any questions?
No, keep going for the moment. I'm just making sure that nobody's gonna be very loud over here at the moment.
Who have been some of your influences?
Rick James. Rick James, that's all. I'd say a lot of Listen For 'Em Die, grew up on a lot of Slipknot as well. Then, on top of that too, Animals and Leaders, a lot of other prog stuff in New Brooklyn as well. But definitely a lot of the kind of more prog metal side of things and new metal side of things. I am also in the new metal camp. That's kind of what got me into metal, was like hearing Psychosocial for the first time when I was in like the 5th grade. And I kind of just became a degenerate from there. But basically from like bands like
The new one.
and Wolf and Diamond Construct, all of those were big influences for me for this project.
Sorry, I got today.
Yeah. Okay, just 1 second.
All right.
I love Ducky.
For me, I would say Bill Jordan. I really love the low end things of what is that? Soul. Yeah. And then I like a lot of 70s music. Like, I don't know, I like the Motown thing, everything. I think specifically guitar-wise for me, Beartooth was a huge part of helping me find my writing style of just like stupid, bendy power chords and dissonance and crazy fast stuff for no reason. I think Beartooth really summarizes most of what I'm influenced by.
Very cool. Which one of you were in the when we did the live with Bury the Darkness? Hi. So yeah, they told us to check you guys out, and you did not disappoint. So
Oh yeah, we love those guys.
Appreciate you guys. Those guys are awesome. Absolutely amazing. With their stage work and conflict, they're absolutely ultimately calculated to will be the awesome better match. Very, very cool.
Yeah, we played 2 shows with them already, and they're just like so welcoming and just nice people. Good to have them.
yeah, they're really cool dudes. Puppy distractions in the chat. All right. If you could collaborate with anybody, who would it be?
We can think of a lot of silly answers to that question, I don't know. For me, maybe someone like Ghostman or some other like horrorcore type rapper. I think that would be really cool. Metallica.
I'd have to say, probably some guys that definitely didn't see things. This is one guy over in Australia. Those guys are insane. If you haven't heard of them before, definitely check them out. A lot of influence in me, especially the drums and the kind of electronic music side of things. Fantastic. I'd love to be able to see something where we kind of mix our sound in with something like that as well. Kind of makes it overwhelmingly sort of dark and just very, very heavy environment with just crazy vocals and passages and everything. I think some of the original members of Warning, I think if we could collaborate with them, I think Michael George is a very talented drummer and guitarist. So, and I know he's like 18 to be like back into the music and stuff. So I think that would be really cool.
Yeah.
I think it'd be, I don't know his name, but the vocalist of Alpha would be so cool to get on with it doing that. Other than that, I really agree with that he said. Or even like Suicide Boys or whatever. People that kind of fit the genre but are way different, but similar in many ways vocal wise. I think that'd be really cool. Or in some sort of, I don't know any personally, but some sort of EDM artist, so that's their specialty. I think it'd be sick to do some sort of collaboration with some sort of EDM artist like that. So I'll go with Dark Complex. They're very sick. And they're really,
I guess some other ones could be like, other rappers would be like Santa or Harper or Warlord Colossus. I've been listening to that guy. He's also kind of cool. So, yeah.
It's starting to get a little muffled again. Sorry, guys.
Sorry, we're at our practice space, and there's another band downstairs that just started practicing. So I don't know if that has anything to do with it.
Probably the mic. Do you guys have any like pre-concert rituals?
Sorry, what was that?
Do you have any pre-concert rituals?
Yeah, if we're playing at the Nile, eating a taco Kiwas is a good one. We usually smoke a lot of weed. I don't know if that's considered a ritual, but
Yeah, no, it works.
I don't know. I can't think of anything else.
yeah, that's a second. We do consume a fair amount of cannabis. But that's basically about it. Again, I don't know if that's a ritual, but that's something that we do. That's before every concert and after every concert. My mom
tells me to have a good show, and so I try to have a good show. That's my ritual. That's what she was. I just hang with the views, really. I don't really do much. I don't really like stretch or hype myself up or anything. I'm just kind of waiting around until the set starts, you know. But I love spending time with the dudes before the show.
So Murder Connection says, me and my son love your band. We had a really good time at the Nile.
Oh, that's awesome. Hey, if you're in a group with the kids and they ask for the set list off stage, that made my heart so full, and I'm just a regular dude, but that made me feel like a superhero. I'm eternally grateful and definitely come out to the next one.
That's awesome.
Yeah, thanks, man.
What's your favorite song to perform live?
My favorite one right now is one that actually isn't released yet, but it will be soon. It is called Eye of Misery, and it just goes hard as fuck for 2.5 minutes, and that's it.
I'd have to agree. I think it's probably going to be one of the more popular ones amongst our group for sure. We love that song. It's one of our favorites to perform. It's one of our favorites. It was one of our favorites to write. It's also one of our more recent ones that we wrote together as well. So it's kind of just a kind of more modern sound for sure. So it overall kind of just encompasses kind of what we are right now. So it's really special. Hard to pick for me, but it has to be any of the dancey ones, like Imposter Syndrome, Business Casual, or Heel Rate. I don't know, there's something about that. I love metal, but sometimes I want to shake my ass. So, Rick James. I love becoming into it with a passion, just because it gets to go at the end. Personally, they don't play this song. I'm new to the band. I haven't done any really writing or anything yet, so I kind of joined the band as a fan of the band, which is weird. But my personal favorite is another unreleased song. I'm personally a sucker for metalcore, and I love me a good chorus. So we haven't played it every show, but sometimes we'll play Rotting, a song with singing in it, and it's so gorgeous. I love that song, especially live. It's like the perfect tempo to do the really cool metalcore bouncy thing with your, it's great. I love it.
Did everybody go? Everybody off. All right. Jojo wants to know, is there a fan experience that stuck with you the most?
A fan experience that stuck with you the most. I got this. Definitely what I just said about the set list, but then also at one of our shows there are people piggybacking and I just never thought I'd see that in my life. Being on the stage perspective, seeing people do crazy shit to your music it's very satisfying.
Every time that I'm playing, I take off my glasses, and I see shadows moving their heads back and forth.
I mean, the last couple shows we've played, there's been people in the front that know the words to some of the songs, and I've been able to give them the mic for a line or something, and that's never something I've been able to do, so it's really fucking cool that people give a stuff about this music to know the words, because of them, I wasn't writing them thinking that to learn it, you know. So to have that experience when performing is just, I don't know, it makes my night every time.
I gotta say, probably I think the first time I saw a circle pit from the back, and I'm the drummer, I usually don't really get to see much other than these guys moving up on the stage, but the first time I visually saw a circle pit because it got big enough for me to see that was insane for me. I was just kind of like, this is not real, this is super cool.
I think one of my favorites was I don't know if any of them are watching, but there's a band out there called Bird Flu, and they're like 14 to like 17. They're really young and awesome. And they came to one of our recent shows, and the bassist got on the singer's shoulders and was running around in the pit, and we got some sick photos of that, and it was really, really cool to see how energetic and passionate that age group is for this kind of music. They just want to mock. That's all they want to do, and they'll do it. They'll do it to anything. So that's really fun to see.
Very cool. So Heavy Metal Fix My Heart wants to know, are there any bands you met that were rude?
No, actually. I don't know. We often joke that we haven't met our greatest hater yet. I know someone out there exists who hates us or just hates our music. It's inevitable, but it's been all love since we've been putting stuff out and every show we play. But I don't know. We've only felt support so far, but I'm sure that hater's out there, and I don't know. I'd hang out with them for a bit, probably.
Yeah, I've never had I don't think any bad experiences at our show. I think anything that seems like it could have been a bad experience, anything that might have been apprehensive about, always turned out to be amazing and always ended up being over the top amazing at that. The promoters we've had the blessing to work with have been amazing in putting up some great shows with some great bands, have great crowds, and they're nothing but supportive, and they're there to support everybody, not just the band that came to see, everybody. It's amazing.
Everybody is so nice to me. It's crazy. I get so scared, in a live situation, but everybody is just so fucking nice. Especially we recently played a show with Killed by a Yeti, and they're just incredible. They're very kind, and I love stuff like that. Question bands that were viewed?
Yeah. Fans.
Fans.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I don't. A couple of my friends that are like, oh, you suck, but they're just being loving. They don't mean it. I don't think I've ever had someone come up to me where they were actually mean. There's been drunk people and weird people, but not rude, I don't know. Most people are really, really nice and fun to hang out with. They seem to have a really good energy and feel very comfortable with everyone else there, and it's all just a big party, No one's ever really uncomfortable or unhappy. It seems like everyone's just in unison, and it's really, really cool. Yeah, Killed by a Yeti. Those guys are amazing. So check them out.
That's what I love about the metal community is everybody's always so welcoming and genuinely happy. So I haven't really met anybody that's super rude so far.
Yeah, we really didn't know what to expect because it had been a while since we all played shows, and yeah, it's just been so welcoming to play with all these bands. Yeah, we're just making friends every time it seems.
That's awesome. Do you have any upcoming shows?
Yeah, we're playing in Tucson for the first time on March 9th at 191 Tool. That's the closest one we have confirmed. We are also playing the Sad Dad Summerfest in June. That's a little further out, but that'll be on the Now main stage, and we haven't played there yet, so it'll be our first time, and be a great one.
Very cool. Tiara, you have any questions?
One second. I'm gonna pull one from this list. What hobbies do you guys have outside of music?
Video games are a big part of it. We do play a lot of video games together, like on the weekends, after work, and stuff. Outside of music, that's really it for me.
Yeah, kind of same here. It's mostly just kind of, video games. Also, I enjoy cooking quite a bit as well, so I do quite a bit of that at home. But other than that, I mean, collectively, we mostly just kind of hang out, play video games, write music, smoke weed, play music. Basically about it. I like when you drink tea, lemonade, lattes, anything that's good. And I like to cook it. And but anything that you like. That's great enough for you. And I love my girlfriend.
Everything he makes is delicious. I can't say. I'm very uninteresting outside of the music stuff. I work a lot, but I do like to tinker with things and try to fix things, take things apart, modify stuff. Very DIY kind of person. Yeah.
I love sports and golf.
Yeah, like I also produce music, like I do mixing and mastering, and I consider that a hobby, but it's not really like separate from the music thing. So, yeah.
Very cool. I just want to shout out Frankie from Bury the Darkness because we are talking to you guys because they told us you guys were awesome. So he just joined the chat. So
What up,
hello.
Frankie? I love you, and I miss you, and you gotta come out with us, please.
What is your creative process like when making new music?
Oh, dude, right now it's just kind of like we'll try to get together in a room and just make nonsense stuff and go through file after file after file and sitting on like a folder of just ideas, and like eventually the parts will come to us. We'll add to songs, this and that. It's a lot of like bad things before anything good is really produced, and that's the fun of it, though, But sometimes we like have an idea of a track and it's like nearly done, or it needs more, and we'll present it to the guys, and then we'll work on it from there. Yeah, sometimes it starts with a riff, something that's like, all right, this is like the theme of the song, and we try to. One of us will bring it in and we'll try to work on it and build something off of it. Other times it'll start with like a beat and making that beat and then adding guitars over it. Those are kind of like the two different processes we use at the moment. So yeah, like once the song is like mostly written, I'll like write vocals. We kind of record it as we go, and once we're happy with the structure, I'll finalize the vocals, we'll mix and master it, and we're done. We're hoping to put out a lot more music this year.
We hope so.
Yeah, we're we're probably not going to do the thing again where like we put out a single after single after single. I'm just like eager to get more music out. So the next thing we put out will probably be like at least 2 songs, and anything going forward should be like, you know, at least 2 songs or more, just to get more out there. Because we do have a lot. We just need to finish it and figure out what we want to put out next.
Yeah. Hey, Stone Co wants to know, have you guys ever fought physically or verbally, and how did that affect the band?
No, we've never fought physically. We're not. None of us are like that. Like we can use our words and talk things out, and we have talked about things. Like we're all brothers and family, and you know, if one of us feels uncomfortable about something, like it's an open floor, and it's been a learning process too. So like for all of us to be able to open up like that and know that this is a safe space for everyone in here. So no, I wouldn't really say we've ever had any arguments, just like serious discussions, but it's all healthy.
That's good.
Yeah.
He said lame, fight each other.
Okay. We'll start.
You want to read that question, Sarah?
Alrighty. From Sleeping X Sickness, it says, what state would you like to play at most if you had to choose one outside of Arizona?
I'd probably say Washington, because I've played in California before in previous bands, and I love California, but I haven't been up in the Northwest. I visited there once, and it was amazing, and I would love to do it on like the second time experiencing with you guys.
Yeah, same here. I'm a Seattle boy. What's my hometown? A lot of my family's out there, so I'd love to be able to play out there and just kind of see family, show them what I do. But on top of that too, kind of develop more of more fans for us, more fans for other people as well. Kind of spread that love around, especially a little bit more. I don't really know what's out there. I've been in Arizona my whole life, but I think I want to play in Texas really badly so I can be scared for a night. I hear the hardcore scene out there is just crazy, you know what I mean? And I'm sure a lot of people can attest to that, and I think I want to experience that. California gets it up in SoCal. That makes it pretty fucking bad. If it's possible, forever have the funds or fans for it, I would love to play in Tennessee, just to say that we did. And also, I've been there so many times, and it's so pretty, and there's so many cool venues, so many cool people. It's just a way different environment from here. I would love to play there, just because it's so awesome. I'm not familiar with it. But also, I would love to play New Mexico at some point.
Thank you. Come to New Mexico.
Have a venue and a couple other bad bands. We would love to. But all of my family is there. Like my grandparents, cousins, everyone is Albuquerque. The only family I have here is my parents. So everyone else is out there in Albuquerque, and I would love to stay there.
That's awesome. I'll hook you up with some New Mexico bands to come play with.
Yes, I love Dakota Avenue. I love Inhuman Hands.
Inhuman, yeah, we had them on.
Yeah, they're rad. And Kill the Band, I like them too. Just stuff. You want to come out?
I also think New York would be fun. Just because,
yeah.
That would, yeah.
I've never been there, but I feel like the vibe would just be totally different.
What's the best advice you've ever been given?
It's a little cheesy, but my dad used to say this was, like, if you're ever gonna ask something, the worst thing somebody can do is say no. You know what I mean? And, yeah, I don't know. I think that could lead to a lot of possibilities. So it's such a small thing, but I think it means a whole lot. Probably also a statement from my father. He told me to just always be the best I can at anything and knock people dead, scare people, do whatever. And rest in peace, Dad, but I know he would be proud of what we're doing now. Yeah, no, I mean, same. All the father's joke. My dad, when he spoke, if you can dream it, you can achieve it. I've always wanted to be in a band. I've been able to, at the very least, go outside of, the state that we're in. And we are very, very, very close to doing so. At this point, it's literally just a matter of scheduling it and doing it. And, I've done it, I'm achieving it, and there's only more things to achieve. So. I would like to hop on the father trend. That's something my dad always told me when I was little, that I was always doing music. That's all I did when I was little. He always told me that if I just keep just doing it, I would do great things. And so far, so good. That's what life I could have gotten. I'm really grateful that I'm only 21, and really, technically I should be in college, with my age. But I'm really grateful that my parents were very supportive of my music dreams, and they weren't like shoving it down my throat that I have to go to college and get a career or whatever. They're like really supportive and all that stuff. So with the advice they've given me, it's shown me that it is attainable, even if it's not really realistic to some other people, So that helps me a lot. I'd say focus on yourself, put time into things that you like, find out who you are, Funny how many dad quotes we had.
Yeah. Don't have daddy issues, promise.
Yeah.
Mommy.
Okay, and we have a few in the chat. We did go over this a little bit, but if you want to repeat it for Frankie, he wants to know what your favorite song to play live from your current catalog is.
Favorite song to play live right now would be "Eye of Misery," but that's not released, so it's not like in the current catalog. But current catalog and stuff that is out, I would probably say "Feel Right," because people know the words to that one, and it's really cool that people connect with the lyrics of that song. Because when I was writing it, I wasn't writing it with the intention that like people would get it, but people have like DM'd me or saying that like they get it, and that's amazing to me. So playing that song is awesome.
I'd have to say also Feel Right, just because of the reaction from not only the crowd but the rest of the band. I feel like whenever we play that song together, we get into a kind of rhythm that normally throughout the rest of the set, usually it kind of feels a little bit different until we hit that song, and if we put it early in the set, we just kind of vibe the entire time. We have this amazing kind of rhythm flowing through all of us, and we just continue to keep that rhythm going throughout the rest of the set. And on top of that too, it's also kind of cool to see especially so much crowd interaction during a song. That song seems like it's built for crowd interaction out of all of our sets out right now. It's a lot of getting people to clap their hands, getting people to grab the microphone out of Matt's hands because they know the words. It's amazing to see so much interaction out of the song. I like the electronic ones where you dance and stuff. Those ones are really cool to me.
Business schedule.
And I get to play more than in the song, so. Yeah.
That's out right now. I think No Hesitation is the most physically demanding song for me because it's everywhere on the guitar instead of just the first fret. So I really enjoy playing that because I feel cool doing reads and stuff. But I also love Becoming a Ghost just because of the tempo of it. It's one of my favorite tempos to headbang that, and I just feel like a badass. So those are my favorites that are out right now.
Alrighty, another question that we had in the chat was from Stone Crow. If you could steal one thing from Hot Topic, what would it be? And you cannot say skinny jeans.
Man.
Probably got like some wallet chains or something, or like kind of like spiky choker thing. I probably do that.
Be like a Slipknot Funko Pop or whatever they have these days, something like that. I don't know, a Pokemon backpack. That's weird stuff at Hot Topic these days. It's not just metal bands anymore. It's a lot of pop culture stuff.
Probably like every single piece of inventory is like Rick and Morty they have. Somebody's gotta put a stop to it.
The cash drawer. What do they call it? Set itself?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's called fuel set itself. This one.
So Frankie says he's stoked to catch you guys at Sad Dad Summerfest.
Oh yeah, man! Can't wait to see you there. And yeah, man, it's gonna be a good one. We can't wait for it. June seems so far away.
You know,
It
quick
does.
was at our first show. We forgot one of our in-ear monitor sets, and he put them in clutch and let us file his earbuds, and he didn't have to do that to complete strangers, but he did. So I just want to say thank you again, man. He saves the show, everybody.
Do you guys play any instruments other than what you play in the band?
No, I'm a simple circle boy. I hit circles with sticks, and that's all I do.
I play guitar and I can play bass. I cannot play drums.
Yeah, I play drums, guitar, piano. Sometimes I try to sing, but I'm not too good at it. Other than bass, I play guitar more than anything. Because I'm a guitarist. I just learned the bass for the band. So, and I sing. Yeah.
I play guitar in the band, but I do drums a lot. It was my first instrument. In the recent years, I started picking up singing and singing, which has been super. And I have one of my other bands has an EP out where I track bass, guitar, drums, and vocals all on my own. So I'm not a bassist, but I can do it, you know. I don't know. It's a lot of fun. I kind of play everything except piano. I could never really wrap my head around the concept of piano. It's too hard for me. I can't do it. Yeah, you'll probably be hearing some of Jason's vocals and some new stuff at some point. Because, yeah, I mean, a lot of us can do the screaming stuff, so we're trying to, you know, switch it up, give some people their own verses or something.
Here, you want to read that question?
Oh Lord. Last question from Stone Crow. If you had one shot or one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted, one moment, would you capture it or just let it slip?
Spaghetti. He said it. Spaghetti. Yeah, probably. I don't know.
So I'm not gonna try to read that in the right way. No.
I was like, Eminem? He's like, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Someone had to. I'm glad he did.
Perfect opportunity. All right. Does pineapple go on pizza?
See,
I'm obligated as an Italian to say no. No. Nobody likes. The haters, I actually have something to eat at lunch, but I wouldn't like order it, you know what I mean? But I wouldn't eat it. No. Attila wrote an entire song about how horrible it is.
All right,
Still
Sierra,
do
I
it.
can hang out with this band.
hey, nothing beats potato.
Absolutely not. It's disgusting. All I'm saying is I'll eat any free pizza, so if it has pineapple on it, it's free. I don't care.
It's great.
Let's get some potato on the pizza then. You're good.
Hey, NSYNC or Backstreet Boys?
Anything. Yeah, anything. Definitely anything. I want it that way.
Ooh.
I have no preference. One time in Tennessee, I met one of the Backstreet Boys at the airport. He was looking at magazines.
What?
So I'll say Backstreet Boys for that reason.
Yeah.
I need to find a band that's going to do an NSYNC cover for me because Designer Disguise and this band Spirits are both doing Backstreet Boys covers. So we need an NSYNC cover, guys. So you guys should take that on.
We'll see what we can do.
In the music industry, what has been your biggest challenge to overcome?
Uh, probably wrapping our head around like advertising and stuff, but we are fortunate enough to be working with the Dreamer Agency. We work with Cameron Norris. He's our manager, and he's kind of like our mentor and guide. So if there's anything you have any questions about, we just go through him. He wants to get us down the right path so far. So he's awesome. He's also in a band called Cold View. They're from California, hardcore stuff, and it's fun. So you should check out Cold View.
I will. Sarah, write that down.
Hell yeah. But yeah, we're really grateful to have resources like Cameron. Otherwise, like, yeah, this would be a very volatile landscape, like, depending on the show and the promoter and all that, like, Cam is there to help us facilitate things and make sure we're not, like, you know, getting fucked over or anything. And luckily, we really haven't yet, and yeah. Well, hopefully it stays that way.
Right. I think I've asked all my questions. Did you have any other ones here?
What is your drink of choice?
If anybody knows me,
that's watching this, it's a screwdriver because I'm toxic and easy to drink. I like a Moscow Mule. I'll drink beers and stuff, but if we're talking like cocktails, I like Moscow Mule.
Fun fact, I don't drink. My liver's all fucked up. Liquid death. I love water, you know, water's great. Alcohol wise, not much, but it makes me poop. So like Earl Grey. I think maturing is realizing that monster, not as good.
What?
And so I've been drinking lately. But the green alcohol monsters really slam also. But you know, Red Bull's better than the green monster. And if you disagree, then you're 18.
Alrighty, my last question is, what is the best way to support your group?
Yeah, I mean, give us a follow on Spotify and Instagram. We don't have like online merch yet, but if you can come out to a show and buy merch, that is absolutely the best way to support us. We're very grateful to everyone that has bought merch from us because we've already had to restock our shirts once, which is mind-blowing.
That's awesome.
To be able to do like that much merch in only like 4 or 5 shows, and it's put us in a position where we can buy a new shirt design and maybe something else. So the more merch people buy, the more merch we're going to have in the long run. So that's probably the best way to support us in the immediate future.
I also wanted to say, definitely just come out to a show and have the Witherspoon experience. It's something that inspires me every time we have a show. It gets me out of the funk in my head and things feel new. But I would love for people to come out and see all kinds of each other and and just kind of get to know us and let us get to know you. I think we could support each other in that way because in a sense that we're all regular dudes and we want to hear your stories just like you hear ours.
What's the craziest thing that's happened at a show?
Or any concert you've been to?
Okay.
Yeah, so our very first show, Jason was not in the band yet, but I think he might have witnessed it. I have POTS, so my heart doesn't exactly work right sometimes, especially when I'm overheating. And it was the dead middle of, I think it was middle of summer, it was like 100, or September, so not middle of summer, but still super hot outside in Arizona. I think it was over 100 degrees that day. And we were in the underground of the Nile. I think they were having air conditioning issues at the time because it was already pretty hot to begin with, and then you pack in, 50 to 100 bodies in that room, and then move around as a metal drummer. I was drenched in sweat, absolutely dying, to the point where I was actually, basically had to have one of our friends rush to go grab me a trash can so that I could hurl into that trash can on stage behind the drum set immediately after the set was done. I got through the set though. I got through that set. So there's that. But yeah, that was probably the craziest one for me for sure. Throwing up immediately after our first show. That was fun.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that is probably one of the craziest things that has happened. I mean, outside of just like things people have done in mosh pits, like, piggyback riding, and riding on people's shoulders, I don't think there's really been that much crazy stuff. Yeah, not yet. I'm sure there's more to come. Maybe T-Con will have a lot of crazy stuff.
All right. Yeah, the last band we talked to said they couldn't talk about the craziest thing that happened. I'm like, oh. All right, guys. Well, this has been really fun. I know Instagram's going to kick us off in a few minutes, but I just wanted to say thank you so much for coming. We love your music. We can't wait for more music, and hopefully we will get to see a show sometime soon. But yeah, everybody go follow them. Go check them on Spotify, everywhere you get music. And yeah, I hope you guys have a good night.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for having us, and thank you for anyone who tuned in and asked questions. This was really fun. This is the first time we've ever done anything like this, so yeah, really thank you for having us, and yeah, we hope to see you soon.
Of course. All right. Bye.